Alessia. I'm a past Rosebank student. I graduated in 2019 and currently I am a paramedic student studying at University of Tasmania doing a fast track degree. I previously did a nursing degree for 2 years and I currently work for an ophthalmologist, which is an eye surgeon. And I also do some face painting and kids parties on the weekends. The way in which I got to where I was today was I started studying nursing at University of Technology, Sydney, I've already forgotten. And I did 2 years of a bachelor's degree there, and I began my career in the healthcare system working in aged care, which was a really rewarding time for me. And I learnt so many skills and made so many great relationships along that journey that it really made me want to pursue something bigger and greater. And that's where I found a passion in emergency healthcare, and I decided to change to paramedicine. I was going to finish my 3rd year, but I decided to deter and do paramedicine. So I found a really great opportunity with University of Tasmania, who offered a fast track degree. Instead of doing it 3 years, we do it 2 years with no breaks. So it's a lot of work, but it is so well worth it. The friends you make and the relationships you build with other paramedics is so rewarding, and I'm really grateful to have that in my life because it's taught me a lot in my personal development as well. And I am so happy that I started off my journey as a nurse, experiencing things from a different perspective rather than going straight into emergency healthcare. I don't think I would have done that straight away from school, but I'm glad that I have seen things from different avenues, because if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't be in the position that I am in today. So at the moment, I am studying to be a paramedic. I would like to work for New South Wales Ambulance in the future. So essentially my career goal is to get as much experience as I can possibly get. And I think that the way that I'm going to achieve that is by putting myself in different situations and situations that I haven't been in before. And one of those things is traveling internationally and working in a different country. I'm hoping for London Ambulance Service, and I am going to be experiencing an international placement with London Ambulance in August this year. And I am so excited for that because I believe that I'll get a lot of experience on road with other paramedics and such exposure to different cultures, which I think is really important for personal development. So a career highlight for me was definitely working in aged care. I worked in aged care for about 2.5 years, and the most special thing that I carry with me, I think forever in my life, is the fact that I got to be my grandmother's nurse, my nonna's nurse. And she was a resident in my nursing home, and I nursed her for a couple of months, and that was one of my biggest highlights of my career because you don't get to do that very often. We always have relationships with our family members, and they're our grandmother, they're our mum, they're our dad, but that's as far as it goes. And I got that great opportunity to actually be not only her granddaughter but her nurse too. And that was so rewarding for me because I spent most of her final moments with her during the COVID lockdown as a nurse because I couldn't see her as a granddaughter. And I carry that memory so close to my heart, and I'm so lucky to have had that. And had I not had the opportunities I got to do during school, and had I not experienced and pushed my way through things to become a nurse and to work in the field, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. So I always thank everybody who actually contributed to my experience for pushing me to do better and for pushing me to do things that I thought I could never do. And I ended up doing them, and I did them so great, and I ended up with these amazing experiences and memories that I get to keep as a professional and as an individual. And I think that's something that we really need to understand, that we are our own individuals, but we're also professionals in whatever we choose to do. And to be able to combine those two into one is so special. And if you ever get that opportunity, I would take it in a heartbeat, because that's a memory that you get to tell your future kids and your future friends and anybody that you meet in your life as well. So my top tips for current Rosebank students is to listen to any advice that you get from your elders. And that means your teachers, your parents, your siblings, anybody that can give you advice. I really think you should take that on board, because I think that we take for granted advice that we get from our elders. And if there's anything that I learnt from aged care, is that we haven't been through enough life being so young. And we should seek wisdom from others. We should seek advice from people who have actually been through similar experiences and have been through some hardship. And to be able to respect your elders is so important as an individual and as a professional, because as we enter our careers, we are going to be juniors. No matter what career we are in, we will have to listen to somebody that is above us at some point. And while we can work our way to the top, we always start at the bottom. Anybody will always start somewhere below. And so that's why it's so important to take that advice, whether it be go for the ATAR. If you've got the potential, I'd go for it. There was a time in my life in year 10 where I didn't want to go for an ATAR, I didn't want to go to university, and I didn't want to study any longer. And I made up my mind. I said to everybody that I wasn't going to do it. And I had my family convince me that I should be going for an ATAR. And so I did it. I ripped the Band-Aid off. I went for an ATAR and I worked hard as I possibly could. And I think that I could have worked much harder. But considering all the things that go on in life, because sometimes being a student is really difficult. Dealing with life and dealing with school is hard. And it's hard to combine the two and then work so well with the two, because there is a lot of stress. But if you don't push yourself to your limits, you never know what you're capable of as well. And you can really surprise yourself. And that's exactly what I did. I surprised myself with my ATAR. I went to university and it was hard. My first 2 years at university studying nursing was really difficult, but it was so well worth it. I learned so much. I made so many friends. I made friends with people that I never thought I would be friends with. And then I ended up in a career that I really wanted to be in. And I'm so glad that I've had those opportunities, because like I said, if I asked my year 10 self where I would be today, she would be like, no uni, no fantastic, paramedic career. It would be something so different. But I'm so glad that I pushed myself to those limits, because I could see now what I'm capable of, and I'm doing exactly what I love because I've opened those doors of opportunity. And I think that's the message. I think always keep your doors open. No matter what it might be, you need to work hard and you need to continue to be focused so that your opportunities are endless, and then you get the choice. It's not about anyone else's choice but you. I will be in London in August, and I will be experiencing some great adventures on road with London Ambulance, and I'm so excited for that. Next year I graduate from my degree and I will be a registered paramedic in Sydney and also internationally, and I will have a big decision to make whether I stay in Sydney or pursue my career in London. And that's where I'm at.